Welcome to this episode of Real Talk with Bobby Maximus. Now, I want to talk to you about the reason you're not fit. The reason you're not fit, it's not your genetics. So stop blaming your genetics. You're capable of losing some weight. You're capable of gaining some muscle. You are 100% capable, no matter how bad you think your genetics are, you are 100% capable of being more fit than you are now. The second reason you're not fit, it's not because you don't have enough time. You have enough time. Everybody has enough time. You have enough time to watch this video you're watching right now. You have enough time to scroll on social media. You have enough time to watch whatever streaming app or service or device you have to watch yet another show. You have time to binge watch. You have time to go out for drinks. You have time to go shopping. You have time for what's important to you. And another thing with time, you realize there's 168 hours in a week. Let's say you sleep 8 hours a night. And I know a lot of you don't sleep 8 hours a night, but I'm going to give you 8 hours of sleep a night. If you sleep 8 hours a night, that's 56 hours a week. There's still 112 hours left. And then you got a job or your little school or like whatever you're doing, right? So let's say you work 60 hours a week. And you know what a 60-hour work week looks like? Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Most of you don't work that much. But let's say you do. In fact, I'm going to even bump it up to 70 hours. So now you can work on Saturday as well. Even if you worked 70 full hours a week, which is beyond most people, you still have, by my math, 112 minus 70, 42 hours left. What are you doing with all your time? But Bobby, I have to go grocery shopping. Okay, 2 hours. Now you're down to 40 hours. But Bobby, I got to watch a show. I got to blah, 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 blah. You got 42 hours left in a week. You want to add house cleaning into that. You want to add commuting time. You want to add social time. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be left over with time. Time to work out, time to walk, time to eat healthy, time to chase down your fitness goals and your fitness dreams. But it's funny with time, right? Because you'll tell me you don't have enough time to work out. But if something comes up that you really want to do, like a concert or a performance or a movie premiere or whatever, you'll find time for that. You just don't want to work out. So we went over the reasons you're not fit. We went over genetics. We went over you don't have enough time. Oh, you don't have the right program. You don't have the secret workout. You don't know what you're doing in the gym. It's really not that hard to get fit. Here's the best workout program you could ever do. Wake up in the morning, do 100 push-ups, do 100 squats, and then I'm not even gonna say run a mile and a half. Just move a mile and a half. Go start by walking. And then all you gotta do is the next day when you wake up, get your 100 push-ups done a little bit faster, get your 100 squats done a little bit faster, your 100 sit-ups a little bit faster, get your mile and a half done a little bit faster. Like if that's all you did day after day, after day, after day, after day, after a year, you would be one of the fittest people on the planet. That's it. Like it's really that simple. Maybe it sounds like I'm oversimplifying things. I'm doing it to prove a point. You don't need a master's degree or a PhD or a fancy certification or a degree in rocket scientistism, whatever that thing's called, to be more fit. All you have to do is start walking, start moving your body. There are all kinds of apps you can buy that you can download that tell you how to work out. Like there's no excuse to not be fit. So go and get it done. So it's now we've established it's not your genetics, it's not time. It's not a knowledge thing. Oh, you can't afford a gym membership. You don't need a gym membership. That program that I just gave you, walking's free. Push-ups are free. Squats are free. Sit-ups. I was going to say, I think they cost money because everyone's selling a core program and trying to get you a six-pack shredded abs, but they are free. And again, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out how to move your body. So it's not a money thing. So like, what is it? We're eliminating all these barriers. We're eliminating all your excuses. What's the real reason that you're not fit? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Oh yeah, it's because you're lazy. It's because you don't want it. It's because you don't value it. And I would much prefer to hear that, to be honest with you. Like, I joke around a lot, and I talk some smack, I mispronounce some words, and I just give you people a hard time. But for real, let's have an honest talk about this right now. If you're 20 pounds overweight, if you like eating Doritos every day, if you like drinking on the weekend and you really enjoy it and you love your life and you have no problem with the way you look and you lay your little head down on that pillow every night and you are thrilled with where you're at, all the power to you. Don't let me or any other fitness influencer shame you or guilt you into working out to be more healthy. Because the goal of this is to be happy from the inside out. If you're happy from the inside out, don't let anything some bald, overly muscular meathead like myself says to you on YouTube make you question that. You just keep doing you. But the reason I made this video, and the reason you're watching it, frankly, like the reason you're invested in watching stuff on health and fitness is because you're not happy with where you are. You want to improve. You want to lose some fat. You want to build some muscle. You want to be happier. You want to feel better. You want to evolve. You want to level up. You want to max out your stats. You want to be your best self. That's the reality. So you're the one that said you wanted this. You're the one that looks in the mirror and doesn't like the reflection looking back at them at night. You're the one that's wishing for more. You're the one that's searching for answers or shortcuts or secrets or solutions or whatever else. So here's my deal, right? If you're the person that's completely happy, good for you. But if you're the person that's sitting on that couch, eating your Doritos, drinking your soda, feeling guilty, binge watching TV, knowing that you should have went to train, knowing that you should be eating better, stop looking for excuses. The reason you're unfit, the reason you're unhappy, the reason you're in the place that you are is 100% you. It's not your genetics. It's not time. It's not that you don't know how to train. It's not that you don't know how to eat healthy. Like, my 3-year-old knows what's good for him and not when it comes to food. Like, literally, if I put chicken or candy in front of him, he's going to pick the candy 100 out of 100 times. But if I say, what's a healthy food choice, buddy? He's going to pick the chicken. A 3-year-old can figure that out. So don't tell me that someone who's 20, 16, 30, 50, 70, I don't know who's watching these videos, but don't tell me you don't know how to eat healthy. You know how to eat healthy. And don't tell me you don't know how to move around because you know how to go for a walk. And everybody at some point in their life, whether it's elementary school or high school, or they've been exposed to some type of exercise program. You know how to exercise. And again, it's not your genetics, because the last time you tried, the last time you really tried, you lost 15 pounds, you gained 10 pounds of muscle, you looked better, you dropped a couple of sizes, you felt better. Like, you were capable of doing it then. So did your genetic code magically change overnight and now that's an excuse? You see what I'm getting at? The point is, to wrap up this video, it's 100% you. It's 100% on your shoulders. And here's the beauty of fitness. You might never be world class. Like, if you're 5'1" watching this, like we talk about genetics, you're probably not playing in the NBA. If you're 6'8", your chances are a lot greater. But that's not the point. The point is, you might never be an elite athlete. But I promise you, you can get better than you are now. All it takes is a little bit of effort. I don't even mean a lot. Like, it's a little bit. If you just started moving around an hour a day, if you just ate a little bit healthier, if you just slept a little more, your entire life would change. Again, it's not rocket science. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to be able to figure this out. You don't need a fancy certification. You don't need a bunch of letters next to your name. Like, honestly, you know how to do this. The question is, are you going to? Or are you going to keep sitting around making the same excuses that you've made for the past how many ever years? And are you going to keep going to bed miserable at night because you're just unwilling to do the real work? It's a question for you, not me.